Hello everybody, welcome to another Vintage Cube video. Special one today, another one of these 64 player elimination drafts. So not just 3 for the trophy this time. We gotta win 6 in a row, but we'll see how far we can get. Not the best pack to start, but not the worst either. No power. I think we're gonna take the Flooded Strand. Other good cards are, you can take a Noble Hierarch first. Ponder. Dismember honestly is a real consideration too. Just having a 1 mana removal spell in like green or like mono blue or color combinations that don't normally have access to removal is good. I do like Shark Typhoon. I like Reanimator a lot, but I wouldn't first pick one of these two. They're both kind of bad, and also the fact that there's two makes them each worse. I don't want to take one and then have someone else take the other and cut me out of Reanimator. The One Ring is also maybe first pickable, but we're taking Flooded Strand. Okay, now we could take either Underground Sea, Marsh Flats, or Mana Vault. Mana Vault is kind of just a broken card. Maybe that means we should take it. It enables turn 2 5 drops. I love lands. I love getting a good mana base early, and both of these would help with that. But I think we should take the Mana Vault here. This also keeps us open and just gives us explosive power. In this sort of thing where we're going to be playing against people that are like 4-0, 5-0 potentially, they're going to be doing broken stuff, and we need to be doing broken stuff too. Yeah, we'll take Mana Vault over Marsh Flats here. Wow, okay, there's Entomb Necromancy. So a lot of Reanimator stuff there, but I don't think we should take that. What should we take, though? I mean, we could take it, honestly. No, if we take Entomb, like, it's not that likely that both Necromancy and Shallow Grave come around. It's tempting, because this card is so good. What else would we take? The rest of the pack is pretty weak. Could take Dark Lake Shores if we think we're going blue-black, but we just passed the Underground Sea. There's nothing that's good to Mana Vault into. I think I'm going to speculate on the Entomb. Yeah, I'm going to speculate on it. We'll see. Okay, yeah, we get past Reanimate. All right, well, I think we do take this. I feel pretty sad about having passed all that Reanimator stuff now, but that's amazing. I mean, we could also take the Rafine's Tower potentially, but we like Entomb Reanimate is good on its own. Even if Reanimator is kind of cut, just like, well, maybe we can wheel one of the Reanimator cards from the first pack, and like, I mean, yeah, that's insane. And getting past Entomb and Reanimate. So if I could restart the draft with the information I have now, we would have just taken, yeah, just gone all in on Reanimator immediately. But that's all right. Now we can take a Xander's Lounge, I think, over Bone Shards. Um, Bone Shards is good in Reanimator specifically, and also just in general, honestly. 1 mana removal spell for Planeswalkers is pretty sweet. Frantic Search is also good, but let's take the Xander's Lounge. Grixis is the colors you want for Reanimator, and this also just gives us a good mana base. Like, maybe we are full on Reanimator, but maybe, like, we end up just splashing some Reanimator stuff and being more of just, like, a blue-red deck or whatever. It depends on what's open. But yeah, let's take the Xander's Lounge. Maybe we can wheel Bone Shards. Probably not, but we'll take the land here. Now there's Corpse Dance and Verdant Catacombs. I think we take the Corpse Dance at this point. Yeah, let's take the Corpse Dance. Second reanimation card. Very powerful card. So 2 more packs until we get back to the first one, and then we'll see if we can wheel either Shallow Grave or Life Death. Given that we already have Corpse Dance and Entomb, I kind of want Shallow Grave, and then we could go for Eldrazi potentially. All right, what do we want here? I think Ketria Triome. It doesn't have black, and it's tapped, but I think that gives us the best chance. I mean, we could also take Tundra in case white's really open. Maybe we're supposed to take Tundra, actually. I don't think we're that likely to splash green. Could also just take the Islet if we want to go to... Yeah, actually, let's take the Islet. I think we really want to be able to beat Grixis in this situation. Yeah, like, we have such a good mana base for Grixis. I mean, there is Hallowed Fountain, but... we could take it. Could also take... Yeah, let's take the Hallowed Fountain, actually. Because if we just wheel nothing in black, we can cut this. Like, this is a really good start to a Reanimator deck, but we see a couple packs with no black cards. This alone can't make a good Reanimator deck. We need black to be at least kind of open, and if it's totally cut, we should be ready to pivot. So we could end up, well, yeah, we'll see. Okay, Shallow Grave does come around. Someone took life death. I think we take it. Yeah, let's take it here. So we're not cutting rean. We're not like. I think we'll play some black reanimator stuff, but it might be in more of a blue or red shell, or even white, depending on what is open. Call of the Ring, kind of interesting. Survival of the Fittest would be good actually, but we don't have. I don't think we're playing green. Yeah, let's take Call of the Ring. So if you don't know what this card does, you're not alone. I don't. I mean, I don't know it all off the top of my head, but the ring tempts you. You choose a creature as your ring bearer. Also, we play this. It does nothing the first turn. So right off the bat, kind of slow. Okay, do we want Iona? No, let's take Darkleaf Shores. Cool Ultimatum is tempting, but let's take the Darkleaf Shores. So then, say you have a creature in play at the beginning of your upkeep. The ring tempts you. You pay 2 life. You draw a card, and then when that creature attacks, it becomes unblockable basically. And then each time the ring tempts you, it gets another ability. I'm not going to go through it all right now because we have a draft to do. But the relevant thing is that the second time the ring tempts you, the creature gains the ability that whenever you attack, you draw a card and then discard a card. We'll take Rafine's Tower here. Nice, Bone Shards wield. And so that looting ability is good. Like say we go turn 1, Putrid Imp. Then we can play turn 2, Call of the Ring. Turn 3, and then by turn 4, this will have drawn us 3 cards and made us discard a card, essentially. Like ring tempts you draw, then attack, loot, and hopefully enable something. All right, so pack 1, pretty solid. We have 3 reanimation cards and an Entomb. We're not the only one playing black, but black is at least kind of open. Now we see Creeping Tar Pit, Zagoth Triome, Grief. Also, Teferi is just like a strong card in case we like end up some sort of very strange deck. Like I mean, Esper Reanimator. I guess maybe that's not that strange, huh? Probably just Tar Pit, right? Yeah, we'll take the Tar Pit here. Very good fixing for blue. No blue cards yet, but we'll get some. All right, nothing amazing for us here for a Reanimator deck. But we could just take like Mystic Confluence or Airtight Resurrected. Hmm. We got a late Dark Slick Shores. Let's take Mystic Confluence and try to wheel the Airtie. Yeah, that seems good. We're not going to be an all-in Reanimator deck. I think we'll be blue-black control, like blue-black sort of blue-black combo control. Here we see Inquisition of Kozilek, Factor Fiction. Also, Blood Tithe Harvester, which is pretty good. Um, hmm. Iteration could be good as well. I mean, we don't know exactly what colors we're playing. I think it's between the Inquisition and the Factor Fiction. Is Inquisition going to come around? Probably not, and it is really good. Hmm. Yeah, let's take the Inquisition. I do like Factor Fiction, but it's a little expensive. I'd rather be a little lower to the ground. All right, Snapcaster Mage, Steam Vents, or Seasoned Pyromancer. I kind of like the Pyromancer here. If we just play Grixis, cut the white stuff. Actually, maybe we still even play this land, but we have pretty good fixing for Grixis. 3 free red sources. There is Steam Vents, but I think Seasoned Pyromancer is really good. It's worth taking here. Okay, oof, man. Baleful Strix, Bitter Reunion, and Bloodstained Mire are all so good. I think we take the Mire. I love the Bitter Reunion, but it might come around. We're hoping it comes around, but yeah, I think we got to take the land. All like lots of really good cards here, though. All right, very good fixing now. We'll see on the Esper land. We might play it, but we also already have 2 tapped lands and a very low curve, so we don't want to play too many tapped lands. Ooh, Spell Pierce or Kolaghan's Command. That's a tough one. I think it's Command here. Spell Pierce is great. Actually, maybe in a format like this, Spell Pierce is just necessary. There's going to be a lot of really fast starts, a lot of opponents with Mox on turn 1 that we want to counter, but also a lot of opponents with Mox that we want to kill. Oh, so hard. I think we're going to take the Pierce. We're going to err on the side of the cheaper card, take the 1-mana interactive spell. Really close, though. All right, we're very much hoping to get some creatures soon. We have 3 reanimation cards, but no good creatures to bring back at the moment. But we still have a while. I'm not too worried about that. All right, what here? Concealing Curtains is kind of weak. We could take Noxious Gearhulk. It's not the best card, but it is something to reanimate that's also hard castable. And pretty good on turn 3 off of Mana Vault. I don't like Concealing Curtains that much. It's fine. We could take the Talisman. I think we just take the Gearhulk, though. It's not the best reanimation target, but we do need some stuff up here. Ooh, okay, we'll take a Sneak Attack. That's great. Late Sneak Attack. And now we can really try to play Eldrazi. With 3 ways to sneak him in with haste. It's like okay with Noxious Gearhulk. I mean, you can kind of turn that into a better Glorybringer. You get to like kill something, gain 5, deal 5. But hopefully we get things that are far better than Noxious Gearhulk, like Grizzlebrand. Um, Sensei's Divining Top looks pretty good here, actually. I don't think we need Evolve Sleeper, but with 2 fetch lands, we can get some good card selection. Also, we're setting up to be potentially a Urza Saga deck or Trinket Mage deck, especially if we get a Mox or something in pack 3. Alright, here are some Reanimator targets. Not great ones, though. Which one do we prefer? I think Dragon Lord Atarka. We have some chances to go into a Tinker deck, especially if we take this, but Atarka is just better, right? Yeah, especially with Sneak Attack and Shallow Grave. Alright, Blood Tithe Harvester is a really good wheel. Um, we're not a Lumberjack deck. We could maybe become a Dream Halls deck, but I'm not going to play it in the main deck. Nice, Bitter Reunion Wheels. That's a big pickup. Um, I guess it's a Candelabra. We're never playing that the other. Again, maybe. Oh, that's actually we could play Titan of Industry potentially. And we could maybe become a Candelabra deck. It's a little bit narrow, but if we got Urza Saga, like untapping Urza Saga seems pretty sweet. But all right, so going into pack 3, what do we want? We got very little black there, some good blue-red. Okay, there is Emrakul. There's Emrakul. I think we just definitely take this. It's like we could take Scalding Tarn and try and wheel it. I think there's a good chance it would come around because there's not that many things that Emrakul works with. We have most of them, but it is really important. This makes our deck significantly better. I don't think we want to risk missing out on that. And our mana fixing is solid. Maybe we can wheel Blackleaf Cliffs. Okay, there's a mana drain. Also, Vampiric Tutor and Sheldock Isle. Wow, a lot of good options. I don't think we play mana. I think we actually just take the Vampiric Tutor. Mana drain's great, but like double blue is going to be pretty tough in this mana base, and Vampiric Tutor is really good when we have Entomb. Like this is going to give us a lot of consistency for a quick Emrakul. Interesting pick. There's Grizzlebrand. Wow. Okay, this is coming together very well now. Let's cut all of these bad cards. We're better than that now. We'll take the Grizzlebrand, and this is looking really good. We might end up cutting blue, although we have pretty good blue fixing. But Mystic Confluence isn't really the kind of card we want here. Just too expensive now. Oh man, this deck looks sweet. We're not playing Call of the Ring at the moment, but every single card in the deck looks very good. Alright, what do we want here? There's a Splinter Twin. We've seen a lot of twin stuff going around, but that's not what we'll be taking. Ulamog and Wormcoil Engine are both okay, but not that exciting. I think we just want to take Snuff Out. We are going to have a lot of stuff that pays life now with like Snuff Out plus Reanimate. Like Reanimate Grizzlebrand and then Snuff Out pays 19 life. So, that's not ideal, but I think that is still the pick. It's a really, really good card. Nothing else here is that impressive for this deck at least. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, I think we have to take Faithless Looting. Doretti is great, as is Recurring Nightmare, although Recurring Nightmare is not the best in this deck. There's also like Proving Ground and Custodial Lich, but Faithless Looting is like the best possible card we could get here. That just adds so much consistency and power. Okay, Trinket Mage, but I just don't think we care. Let's take Toxic Deluge, which is a much more powerful card. And consider cutting blue. I hate that it just Xander's Lounge tapped, but we don't have that good fixing for black-red. Oh, wow. Well, that helps. Blood Crypt or Imperial Seal or Ulamog? I think it's Blood Crypt. It's really close, but I think the Blood Crypt makes the mana significantly better here. Yeah, let's take the Blood Crypt. There's a through the breach. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's a great pickup. So Ulamog is looking good now. We kind of want that to come around. Let's cut the Mystic Confluence. Are we still even playing blue? Hmm. All right, here we're going to take Blackleaf Cliffs over Embereth Shieldbreaker. I like that our red mana is becoming so good. Una's Prowler looks decent here. Yeah, we'll take that. Um, okay, so let's cut the blue stuff. Just play like this. We have three. Yeah, I think it's still worth playing Xander's Lounge to make Flooded Strand get red. Or Flooded. Wait, oh wait. Right now, Flooded Strand can only get that land. Actually, no. Let's just not play this. This mana base seems fine. Not playing any of this stuff. I guess we should play one more, at least one more creature for sure. Yeah, let's bring in Dragon Lord Atarka. I mean, it just sucks that we only have one Spell Pierce. We have a good blue splash, but I don't really want to splash for one Spell Pierce and nothing else. Maybe we're supposed to play Gear Hulk too. Because with Through the Breach Sneak Attack, we have a lot of ways to put stuff into play. Yeah, let's play the Noxious Gear Hulk. Especially since it is kind of hard castable. So if the draft ended right now, I don't want to play 18 lands. So do we play Call of the Ring with only 3 cheap creatures? Do we play Ulamog? Do we play Rampaging Raptor? I think we can play Ulamog, actually. Yeah, Ulamog seems decent. I would rather the other Ulamog. Ooh, Duretti is great. Bowmog Courier is also kind of interesting, but Duretti is definitely better. So we could play this with 16 lands. It seems fine. I don't really like Kogla. We'll take Trinket Mage. I think there's a chance we get a last pick card we want, like a Putrid Imp here. And Putrid Imp would be good. Nope, no such luck. Okay. So, how do we want to run this? First of all, do we want to play the Xander's Lounge? Let's look at how good the colored mana looks. Um, and then next, what is the cut if we want to go to 17 lands? I think, no, let's just do 16 lands. And if we play a lower land count, we probably need the Xander's Lounge because our colored situation will be a little bit worse. I think this deck looks pretty sweet, though. Black, red, shallow. We have Shallow Grave, Corpse Dance, Sneak Attack, and Through the Breach. So we have lots of ways to get Emrakul into play with haste. Seems like a good place to be. And if we were to splash blue, hypothetically, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 6 sources without playing a single island. But it would mean adding 2 tapped lands. I don't think that's worth it, at least in the main deck. There might be some matchups where we desperately need counter magic and we can bring in Spell Pierce and Mystic Confluence. But I think for game 1, I like being linear and consistent. Let's see, is that? Okay, yeah, that's 45 cards. All right. We'll get to the mana selection and then we'll get to round 1. I'm excited to see this deck. All right, this is the deck. Let's sort by color. So this is not a card we're casting much. And honestly, this isn't really either. It kind of is, but we're definitely heavier black by a decent amount. We do have double red with Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so if we do this to start, we do not need Basic Forest. Let's do this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. That feels like it's enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Yeah, I like that. And I think I will play the tapped land, even though it's a little awkward. Do we want to play Fiery Islet? I'm not going to do that in the main deck. We pay a decent amount of life for this deck. But good card to have access to against control to help fight Mana Flood. So, other considerations, Titan of Industry. How does that compare to these guys? Ulamog is a weird one because sometimes it just wins the game. Like if it's middle, late game, they have 20 cards left, just the attack trigger wins the game. But also, some games it basically doesn't do anything. Like if they're at 18 life and 28 cards in their library and you sneak Ulamog into play, they don't even have to chump block it. They can just take it It like almost kills them in two ways, but doesn't actually kill them in either. And then it only works if you have other stuff to back up and sort of punish the 10 damage. Titan of Industry, on the other hand, is going to come in like say we have reanimate, so we do have one way to just put it into play, but we're generally going to be assuming all of these cards are going to be just coming into play with sneak attack or shallow grave. So if this is snuck into play, hit for 7, make a 4/4, gain 5 life, or like destroy an artifact or enchantment. That's not worth entombing for certainly. Is it better than Ulamog though? Hmm. Hard to say. I do like that it gains life. I think that's pretty relevant in the stack. Maybe that's better actually. The other option, of course, is to play another thing up top, like a sixth creature with 5 things to bring back. What would we cut in that case, though? I think I want to play the Deluge. I think we want to play the Una's Prowler. Bone Shards, yes, yes. All this stuff looks pretty good. Honestly, it's not the best Mana Vault deck, but Mana Vault with Sneak Attack and Through the Breach is pretty sweet. Tough decision here. Maybe we just leave the Titan of Industry out. Or maybe Atarka is worse than Titan of Industry. Titan leaves more of a lasting board presence, but it doesn't destroy as much stuff. It can kill an artifact or enchantment, but maybe dealing 5 damage divided as I choose is better than like making a 4/4 or blowing up an artifact. Okay, I think we'll start with the Titan of Industry on the sidelines. Actually, no. We're gonna do this. We're gonna cut the Ulamog. Good in some matchups, but if we're assuming that the deck that like we're gonna be playing against good decks, the games are gonna be fast, we're not necessarily gonna get to a point where Ulamog can win. Really interesting decision. I wish we had the other Ulamog, the one with Annihilator. We took a land over it, which I don't regret. I'm happy we have the mana base that we do, but it would be nice to have one more card with Annihilator. I think we'll run it like this, though. We're going to play some life gain in the main deck. I guess one last consideration is that we can potentially hardcast this and we can't cast any of these other things, but I think it's fine. Let's run it like this. Yeah, I mean, this deck seems sweet. Black Red, Sneak Attack, Shallow Grave. We have Faithless Looting, we have Entomb, we have Reanimate. A lot of potential for some quick Emrakul Grizzlebrand kills. See you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1, and we have quite a hand. Turn 2, sneak Grizzlebrand into play, and then turn 3, put just like sneak more stuff into play because we drew our whole deck with Grizzlebrand. Seems kind of hard to lose here. They're playing green-white. Yeah, just land, Mana Vault. Playing Mountain here because I don't want them to wasteland us. Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, so do we just go for it here? The thing is, it would be annoying if they have a way to kill the sneak attack, like if they have Reclamation Sage. I think it's gotta be correct, though. Yeah, I think this has gotta be correct. Pay 7 life. That kind of bricked, honestly. Do we pay 7 more life? We want to find another big creature. Yeah, this is actually this doesn't really do anything. Let's pay 7 more life. Okay, there's some good stuff. So we'll go to discard. The funny thing is, we don't want to discard our fatties because I think we would rather sneak them into play. So let's just pass to discard. We'll discard our terrible land, Bloodtithe Harvester, land, Una's Prowler, land, 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 land. So keeping one more land, Bone Shards, Deluge. We can discard Looting. Ah, jeez. Do one discard one of these guys? No, I don't think so. Oh, I guess Through the Breach we can discard. Oh my god, we still have to discard another? 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's discard Toxic Deluge. Is that right? Yeah, yeah, we can discard Deluge. It's just clunky. We're gonna like be killing with these things. And so even if they kill our sneak attack, we can go Bone Shards into Shallow Grave one of these guys. All right, a lot of action for turn 2 for sure. We're not quite threatening lethal on turn 3, but we essentially are. They swing for 2, and then what? Got to take out the sneak attack here. Natural order for what? Primeval Titan. Okay, this should be pretty beatable. In fact, do we just have lethal? Um, we can attack with Gear Hulk plus Grizzlebrand, right? Oh no, dang it, we have some dumb creatures in the graveyard. Okay, so we can't kill them right now, but we can essentially kill them. So let's go. We could also look for Dragon Lord Atarka, which would kill them. So we can sneak in two things, hit for 12. Oh, wait, no, that is just lethal. Okay, yeah, that's just lethal. Never mind. So we go land, sneak attack, putting in Gear Hulk, killing your thing. Sneak attack, putting in Titan of Industry. We'll go, doesn't matter. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, create a 4/4. Swing for 12. Exactly lethal. All right, turn 3. Not bad. Not at all bad for. Actually, yeah, that's worth a screenshot. That's a great turn 3. All right, so playing against like lands should be a really good matchup. They're just clunky and slow. We can win before they do their thing. If you're trying to play control against this, it's terrifying because Field of the Dead just wrecks you. They have all this redundancy. They probably have Wasteland, but this should be a good matchup for us. Do we want Ulamog? I do like the Dragon Lord Atarka here. I don't think Titan of Industry actually seems that great. Atarka is probably better. I mean, Ulamog is probably better. Atarka is definitely better. Call of the Ring still seems bad. I don't think we need Spell Pierce. I don't think we need to bring in blue. I don't think that our life total is that relevant, so this seems like it's probably a worthwhile change. Deluge is good. Yeah, let's run it like this. Man, this deck seems just great. I doubt we'll get Grizzlebrand into play on turn 2 this game, but it's not impossible. Wow. This hand literally can't. Oh my, wait. Jeez. We can hit them with Grizzlebrand or Emrakul on turn 2, having and using a removal spell. Do we? Oh man, they're kind of doing a lot of stuff over there. So we can just hit them with Emrakul on turn 3. I think that's the play. We could also put Grizzlebrand in play on turn 2, but I think I'd rather Emrakul on turn 3, having disrupted them a lot. Inquisition. So that's 3 cards. Do we want to snuff out the Elvish Mystic or let's just snuff out the Questing Beast. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Preserve the life total a bit. Hopefully we draw an interactive spell here. Swamp. Not an interactive spell, but definitely still good. We'll go land and then just set up for Emrakul next turn. If they draw fetch land, it's bad. Okay, they draw normal land. So hopefully they play Titania. Wait a second. Does that work how I don't want it to? Hold on a second. Okay, I couldn't find it online whether or not this would work. Like if we attack with Emrakul, do they get a bunch of 5/3s? I think they do. So I actually think we need to not go for Emrakul now. Instead, let's just get Grizzlebrand and then set up something for next turn. We could also get a Tarka, but I think Grizzlebrand's going to be better. Deluge, interesting. Okay, I think we just play that actually this turn. Yeah. I guess if they top deck Scavenging Ooze, it's bad. But just clearing their board, I think, is worth it. I don't know. Maybe not even. Wait, what if we were just supposed to Grizzlebrand? And make sure we get that value and we can just Toxic Deluge next turn and still win? It probably doesn't matter, but I think I don't know. It's really close. Maybe we were supposed to just Grizzlebrand. But they just play Knight of the Reliquary, and okay, yeah, so we should be able to win pretty easily. Let's bring back our Grizzlebrand. We'll draw some cards. Okay, so I think let's hit for 7. And we will Bone Shards, and I guess we'll sack a creature. This is actually kind of nice because it keeps it in the graveyard. It means it doesn't get exiled. And then we'll play Mana Vault. No, let's not play Mana Vault and expose it. Let's just pass. Because Ulamog doesn't win. So we're gonna Vampiric Tutor for Emrakul. Yeah, and then through the breach Emrakul wins. Nice. This deck is so good. Grizzlebrand is like this is the best deck for Grizzlebrand. I played one Reanimator deck kind of recently where it was like Grizzlebrand and Archon, which were both good, but then that was kind of it for big stuff. And sometimes you like just sneak attack, you get way ahead, but then you can't actually win the game. You don't have things that like really go over the top. But Grizzlebrand is so good for setting up Emrakul, especially when we have so much redundancy for it. They have exactly 6 permanents, so they go to no permanents and -2 life. All right, really good start. This deck seems absolutely busted. It's fast, so I'm gonna have to wait a long time in between rounds, but that's okay. I finished a workout right before I started recording, so I'll get time to shower. You may not get to see me shirtless after this one, but wait for a little bit, and I'll see you in round 2. Oh, ooh. All right, here we are for round 2. Long wait, but long wait for me. I guess not for you, but great hand. We'll definitely keep this, even though we wish we were on the play. We could put Gearhulk into play on turn 2. That would be good against like mono green, but against Island Go, I don't think that's where we want to be. We should probably fire off the looting. Okay, let's discard the Gearhulk for sure. And then probably just Xander's Lounge. That is our second red source. Let's discard a land and yeah, let's discard land. Pass back, and we'll decide if we want to put this guy into play on turn 2. Obviously, much less good than any other reanimation target. They also are passing with counterspell mana up, so this is fine. We'll just play land go. Preordain, okay. The way they're playing really looks like counterspell. Bone Shards and Snuff Out are not looking great here. Okay, they go top bottom, sure. Toxic Deluge really not what we were hoping for. Do we want to play the looting? I think so. If they counter this, it's fine. I don't know if they will counter it. Okay, let's discard Toxic Deluge and Snuff Out. Or do we want to discard Bone Shards? No, let's discard Snuff Out. All right, and Bitter Reunion to continue churning through our deck. Huh. Okay. Okay, so, ooh. Okay, I think I'm gonna play Reanimate here. We'll just take a nice 2-for-1 if it resolves, and if it doesn't resolve, that's totally fine. We can play Bitter Reunion and set up for a Tarka next turn. The problem is I don't really want, like, Bitter Reunion into the Fairy Mastermind doesn't seem ideal. Okay, resolves, looks like. Vents are bouncing their thing. Okay. Okay, do we want to play Bitter Reunion? Yeah, let's play Bitter Reunion and discard the Atarka. All right, and we'll pass. Do we want to give the Gearhulk haste? No, I think we can do more with the Bitter Reunion later. From the way they're tapping, it looks like they might have Treachery. Nope. Do they have another, just like a kill spell for this? Tenacious Underdog, pass. Okay, that's not too bad. We draw Sneak Attack. Okay, I kind of like just playing that. Yeah, let's just play Sneak Attack. If they counter it, they counter it. They do. Oh, Mana Drain. That's bad. All right, I'm going to leave this back, and we'll pass. We'll see what they do with their lots of mana. Fairy Mastermind is fine. Okay, just that and pass. Okay, I think I'm going to kill... Actually, we'll prevent more damage. We'll prevent more damage. I think that's worth it. Tenacious Underdog does give them some value from the graveyard, but it's not too bad. Ninjutsu. Oh, that's bad. All right, well, we'll see what they hit. Nothing too bad for us. I mean, yeah, Through the Breach is solid here if we can find a land. And if we don't... Oh, wait, I mean, Corpse Dance. Yeah, actually, just Corpse Dance is good. Vampiric Tutor, sure. So we can play Corpse Dance and hit them for 13. Kill Shinobi and Fairy Mastermind. They'll have Venser up still. But they won't be ahead on board anymore. Sentence Divining Top, okay. Yeah, we'll cast Corpse Dance. 4-1. We'll attack for 13. And then I think I'm just going to Bone Shards to kill this Una's Prowler. Sacking the Dragon Lord of Tarka so it doesn't get exiled. And we'll pass. They have Venser, so they're not dead to the Gear Hulk, but we're in a good position. Frantic Search, okay. They're tapping in such a way to give them double black. They could have a Gear Hulk of their own. Discarding Exhume, Venser, interesting. Okay, so they're playing blue-black Reanimator. Exhume is not the best against us. There's Liliana, alright. So we can just kill them with the Seasoned Pyromancer if they don't have Counterspell here. Do we want to play around Mana Leak or Miscalculation? I think so. Why not? Seasoned Pyromancer? Bummer. Okay. Then we'll go top, spin the top. Okay, we can Grizzlebrand the next turn. So let's go top. It doesn't matter which one is which. I don't think so. So we're discarding the Duretti to Liliana. They only have one card. Oh no, it's not Venser. We would love to see them just play something plus Liliana and just pass with no cards. Concealing Curtains. They don't have double black though. Okay, so we're just gonna go for it. So, then we'll draw. Land. Through the Breach. And hit for 7. Nice. Alright, interesting game there. They have a lot of counter magic, which is not great. Counterspell, Mana Drain, and Venser out of what we've seen so far. It's also good to know about the Fairy Mastermind. Could be a kind of tough matchup. Do we want to bring in Spell Pierce? It does seem good against them. The games will go long, so Ulamog seems decent as well. I think we just want to run it back. Adding blue seems a little bit like, I mean, Spell Pierce is good against them, but it's hard to have early, and that's when we care about it the most. Do we want to keep all this removal? Snuff Out seems kind of bad against a lot of their stuff, but it does hit their fairy. It's probably worth it. Yeah, I think we'll submit like this. On the draw once again. Hopefully we're able to overcome that. Alright, we can keep this hand. It's not super exciting, but Faithless Looting is like our best card. Other than maybe Entomb. Oh. Huh. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to set up the potentially... We can either Grizzlebrand them on turn 2, or Emrakul them on turn 3, depending on what they do. They just pass, we're going to also just hold off for now. Interesting. Okay, do we want to just Grizzlebrand them here? I think so. Yeah, let's Grizzlebrand them here. Right? Land, Shallow Grave. We're going to be discarding a bunch of cards to hand size, but that's okay. Let's pay 7 life. Okay, I think we will... Okay, yeah. Then let's snuff out this. And go to discard. And we'll pitch Xander's Lounge, Swamp, Titan of Industry, Gear Hulk. Oh, I should have ordered that more intentionally, although I don't even know which one we'd rather have on top. So if they have a way to reanimate one of our cards, that would be annoying. Although not the end of the world. Neither of these cards would be like too devastating. They just pass. So we want to Inquisition them here for sure. Mana Drain, that's fine. And we'll play Bloodtide Harvester and pass. They only get +1 mana here from the Mana Drain, so do they have a scary 5-drop? I love that we're still at 16, even though we paid 11 life. I'm struggling a little bit with their mana over there. We'll see if they're able to figure it out and cast something here. Collective Brutality. Okay. They can take the looting, sure, yeah. Do we want to jam to ready? I think we do. Go down to 2 cards. Okay, we'll go land to ready. The 1/1 and pass. And the ultimate underready is pretty good here because we can put 3 Noxious Gearhulks into play. So they do need to worry about that. They have Demonic Tutor. Don't really know what they're going to get with that. Maybe Animate Dead. Can beat either of these creatures if they have Animate Dead. Frantic Search, okay. They only have 1 card in their hand. So I guess they're just hoping to find top deck of Fatty here. Or they just, okay. That seemed a little preemptive. We didn't really have a clock, but they didn't have anything going. Alright, well, pretty smooth sailing. We're yet to drop a game. 2-0. See you in round 3. Alright, we're back for round 3 in the Elite 8. 64, 32, 6. Okay, no. 16. Sweet 16 so far. We're on the draw again. I think we've lost all 3 die rolls. It's not ideal, but this hand seems fine. We'll keep. We can put. We can Corpse Dance on turn 3 currently. Do we want to Vampiric Tutor? I kind of don't think we do. What are we going to Vampiric Tutor for if we do it? We could get like a better thing to Corpse Dance. No, let's just get a tap land here. Do we want to get Blood Crypt or the Triome? The Triome would mean that all of our lands are untapped, which is kind of nice. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's get a Triome here. If we draw another, like, if we're going to draw one of the 2 lands, I would rather draw Blood Crypt so we can play Seasoned Pyromancer. Interesting. Una's Prowler. Threatening Corpse Dance as early as next turn. If we had a red source, there's an argument for holding this so that we could just discard it to the Pyromancer. But I think this seems fine. I guess there is the risk that they're playing Reanimator, and that Una's Prowler helps them in that way. All right, well on top, not going to Vampiric Tutor still. Okay, there's the land for Spyro. I think we just jam that. If it gets countered, it gets countered. But I like the idea of generating some board presence. Okay, let's discard the Breach and the Atarka. So we are 1 mana short of being able to to Emrakul them next turn. Do they have something end of turn? We could just get twinned here. Uh-oh. Do they have the twin? If it's like Kolaghan's command, that's totally fine. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna let this resolve and discard Swamp. Um, it means that Corpse Dance doesn't bring back Dragon Lord Atarka anymore, but that's okay. We're gonna try and get something better than that anyways. Do we want to Vampire Tutor for Entomb in our upkeep? I don't think so. They could hit us with Fallen Shinobi, but it looks like they don't have it if they're not snap sending this in. Maybe they're worried about us comboing. But yeah, let's not Vampiric Tutor here. We'll take one more draw step. Okay, interesting. Land, Inquisition. Let's see what they have. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Good to know. Let's take the Lotus for sure. And then we will Emrakul them next turn. We have Emrakul, so that's pretty good against Brain Freeze. So we pass, and then we're gonna go for it. If they top deck a counterspell, fair enough. That's annoying, but we'll just give them one turn. Okay, they drew Mox Ruby, so interesting. Yep. They hit Ancestral Recall Snap. Okay. This isn't enough to win. I mean, they can get some value, but we should be okay here. I think this should be a decent matchup. If they don't have good interaction for our combo, then we can wreck them. And we also have some discard. We might want to bring in Spell Pierce for this matchup. Um, we could snuff out our own creature, but I don't want to do that. That just gives them more storm. So the only way they can really kill us here is if they tendrils us for 20. They're pretty far away from that. Maybe if they have Underworld Breach. Okay, Narset doesn't do it. If they hit like another Mox with a Narset, they could get Storm up to 8 and play Brain Freeze, but that still wouldn't do it. And then we Emrakul them. And then post board, whoops, we'll bring in Ulamog over Dragon Lord Atarka. And we're gonna cut the Noxious Gear Hulk for maybe Fiery Islet or the Spell Pierce. Yep. With Black Lotus gone, I don't think there's anything that really scares us here. So we probably also don't need Snuff Out. Oh, they do have Lotus. Okay, if they have Lotus Petal into Underworld Breach, we could lose. Okay. I think that's just game then. They, of course, don't know that we have the combo. So Vampiric Tutor for Entomb. We draw Entomb for a turn. We have 4 mana, so we play Entomb, Corpse Dance, bring back Emrakul, attack them for 16, and make them sacrifice down to 1 permanent. Entomb for Emrakul. Ulamog would also do it here. Nice. Alright, so we take down Grixis Storm in game 1. Let's bring in Ulamog. Let's bring out all of these bad sneak attack creatures. These 3 are good, though. Then I think we bring in Spell Pierce, which means we're bringing in Tar Pit, Shores, Islet. Do we play Rafine's Tower as well? Right now, yeah, let's play the Rafine's Tower. Although then we have so many tapped lands. Maybe that's just too many tapped lands. Just for 1 Spell Pierce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now we have 5 blue sources. It's not a ton. If we add these 2, they're both tapped lands. We could go up to 7 blue sources without playing any. So this gives us 7 blue sources without losing any red or black sources. But the cost is that we have 5 tapped lands. No, 4 tapped lands. That's a pretty big cost. Maybe worth it though, because the cards we're cutting are just not that good. And then we bring in Mystic Confluence as another counterspell. Oh, we definitely don't need Toxic Deluge. We also don't need Snuff Out. So then we can bring in another Swamp. Maybe another Mountain, actually. Let's see, we have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. I guess I'll bring in one more mountain. And then Call of the Ring. Or is Trinket Mage better? Trinket Mage is not very good, but it might be better. Let's actually just play 1 Atarka. Yeah, I'll play 1 Atarka over Call of the Ring and run it like this. A lot of removal that seems bad in this matchup. I'm happy that we have a bunch of cards that we can bring in. I mean, we have an entire color we can bring in fact. So we have a lot of tap land, but hopefully we can just lead on fetch land. Not a Grixis fetch land, but still, this is a good hand. We'll definitely keep. Alright, let's grab the Grixis land here, which is actually the last land we can get with the Flooded Strand. Alright, and just like that, our mana's perfect. Given how this is developed, I'm happy we did what we did. Let's play the Mana Vault. We are totally fine with it being countered. So we have Vampiric Tutor. We need to find, like, we have a lot of cards that can make this good. I'm not going to Vampiric Tutor for, like, a way to put Dragon Lord Atarka into play. Unless they Narset here, then maybe it's worth it. Saheeli, okay, that's fine. Sure. Actually, wait, that's kind of annoying. That can turn this Servo into another Black Lotus. Okay, that's actually good. They have 6 mana here. That's cool. Do we want a Vampiric Tutor? I wish we had Titan of Industry here, actually. Yeah, Titan of Industry would be good. I think I'm going to take a draw step. Mystic Confluence. Interesting draw. Okay. Then I think we just pass. Are we just going to cast the Mana Vault to draw three? Okay, we let this resolve. Lots of mana over there, but we have Mystic Confluence. Okay, yeah, we'll counter draw. Actually, do we just counter? We could draw two also. Because we don't really care about this. We have Bone Shards. But I think I'll go for the double counter, though. I still think I'm not interested in any Vampiric Tutor shenanigans. We're just going to play Bitter Reunion. Interesting. Okay. This seems totally fine. We still get to draw a card, and then we can just Bone Shards to kill that. Spell Pierce. Good draw. Okay, we're getting to a point where we do want to put Dragon Lord Tarka into play. But we can't even do that this turn because we don't have triple black, so... Well, wait, we could. We could. Vampiric Tutor. No, we couldn't. Right? Yeah, we can't quite. So we'll just pass. Yeah, we'll take a normal draw step and then go for Bone Shards, kill Shieldred, pass with Spell Pierce, and potentially Vampiric Tutor up. This basic mountain is looking a little awkward, I will admit. So we're going to say no to this. We're going to take two on our draw step. Like a swamp would be fine. Ulamog is not what we were looking for. So we'll play Bone Shards, discarding a card. I think I'm going to discard the... It's kind of close, actually. I think I'm going to discard the Atarka. I don't want to like exile their library, but then just die to Saheeli Beats. We'll pass. Spell Pierce up, especially since they just played Imperial Seal. All right. So now we could get Shallow Grave if we want to take out their board. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I don't care about their board. We can take another hit. Fiery Islet, okay. So we'll play Bitter Reunion. Discarding Ulamog. Do we want to Shallow Grave now? So we can threaten lethal here. If we go end of turn Shallow Grave, and then untap Vampiric Tutor for Corpse Dance, and then and then Corpse Dance Atarka into play. That would swing for lethal. The downside is that is soft to counter magic. So alternatively, we could just Shallow Grave now and exile 10 cards, but I think that actually doesn't win. So I think I will go for the just the kill on this turn. So we have lethal right now. We still have lethal through the Mox Ruby. Oh man, that sucks. That's really bad. Do they have enough mana for Black Lotus plus Shieldred? Man, we should have put a Tark into play. Yeah, they definitely have enough mana. All right, we're gonna lose game two. We're gonna have to settle this in game three. And maybe so. What would have happened if we had gone for the Shallow Grave play there? Well, what we should have. Well, I guess one option that we could have done that would beat this is if we hadn't even discarded the Ulamog, and then we had put a Tarka into play this turn. We could kill Saheeli and the servos, and I think that would have. They still probably would have had enough. Because if they play Shieldred plus Time Twister, we die. Now that we've seen more of their deck, do we want to make any changes? If only we like if Shallow Grave could bring back a Tarka in response, we would be in totally fine position. But this kills us. Okay, let's go on the play. Um, do we want to make any changes? Yeah, I think I will do this, and then we'll run it back. I like being able to destroy their artifacts and enchantments. Brain Freeze doesn't kill us, but Shieldred does. Shieldred plus draw sevens. So we want to stay above 14 life if we can. All right, I think this is a keep. We have all our colors. We have Reanimate. Seasoned Pyromancer can dig us through our deck. So we'll grab Xander's Lounge. Ready's fine. Play with his Prowler and pass. Oof. That's bad, of course. Ancestral Recall and Black Lotus. I guess that's what happens when you get to the later rounds. I can see why they're 2-0.
And that goes around into Shielded and Emrakul. Or Shielded and Emrakul. I'm just gonna discard, so Ancestral Recall is essentially a brainstorm here. So it's gonna discard two. Unless they can get some value out of it by discarding something like um Echolands. But what's that Management? Jeez. The power level of the cards in the deck is insane over here. That much well too. Yeah, I think we're gonna put the out of here. I think that's better than into that. So it's a bit, this we can potentially get some value off of the end. Ooh, that's clever. I think we could trade into this turn there. I think it's there. So let's think about it. Let's think about it here. It's still pretty for this turn. But it's not getting ability. So maybe this is even true. We haven't been thinking around it for sure. It's plays based around the artifact. It was fine, but the best. Okay. So that's fun for three. Okay, and season Pyromancer. Actually interesting. Fact or fiction? But it's definitely scary card. It's like the breakfast sticks. It's like the big zones, but that could be the breakfast sticks though. The good thing for 14 core sets that have the potential to shove it into the 7 to have 7 mana and plus that plus shove them. It's a skill. If I take the 6 mana for the hit, so that's not quite enough. The dragon is 20 and all of the etc. There, so I have to cast next turn. Then they have all the features. You can see that it's put a deal in the future. But they can block the okay, take them. That's what should do it. Take them just in case. Right? And that. You have 3 of the 6 cards. But also you have black cards in the deck. Five. If you don't have black cards, I think it's almost impossible to use turn. 7. It's not official because you know the number of cards. Okay, do you have in it's on this turn. It seems kind of is a Emrakul. So it's shredded plus a draw 7. So I'm going to come in into so I'm not going to fail presumably. Yeah, I think that was the case. Should I give you a Vista? Everyone else can everyone will be able to. But the case. Good game. Good game. That's all. It's a good game.